Hello and welcome to this episode of Mixed Bag here on CarpeDM. This should be very interesting. I can see everyone is so excited, aren't you?
Before we start, I know last week I said I was going to bring something to show on camera that I'm 3D printing. It's not ready yet because my 3D printer is not working properly. Hopefully next week I'll have it, but this week I have nothing.
We're professionals. Where we left off, after having faced down both the Verlar and the Vanguard, and taking a Verlar prisoner, you learn from the werewolf pack that what they're protecting this land from is in fact a terror known as the Tarrasque. In which I made a mistake. It is not 150 feet long. It is only 75. You know.
Legends are not always accurate.
Exactly.
Sometimes they are over-exaggerated.
A little bit. But come on, you see a giant barreling monster, you're going to think it's huge. So after quote-unquote striking a deal with Verlar and smashing his head in, then the paladin and executing him, you go to the caves where the third Vanguard did not follow you and where you believed he was just simply missing. Going in to investigate, you hear a peculiar sound. It sounds like a metal breaking. You see that last Vanguard there breaking apart chains which held a flying boulder. This glowing blue flying boulder that was chained to the ground, and as it rose, it sent a spider web of energy, a magical energy, into the ground. And as such, you heard a deep roar and felt a massive tremor. In which case, that is where we begin.
So what is the other paladin doing?
He's dead?
Yeah.
Because you killed him.
We killed him.
What would you all like to do? As everything begins to quake, out of the ground in front of you, you see this giant horn begin to phase out of the ground. But the cavern that you're in is way too small for a creature that you allegedly of this size. And as it's moving, you see the ground is shaking. You see the rock particles, the dirt, all falling to the ground.
Let us get out of here before it notices us. As Gothak then is like trying to run as quietly as possible.
Yeah, Flint is he doesn't know what to do, so he's just gonna run.
Following Gothak's lead, as in stealthily, or
Stealthily, just in case.
Stealthily.
Yeah, running stealthily.
Then I'd like everyone to make stealth checks, please.
So half speed.
Pretty much.
20 total.
Total of 10.
Can you put your drink on my table? So I have room to move my book.
16.
Okay. Then as you creep along, and you see, looking behind you, you see more of the body just begin to phase through.
Yeah, Flint wanted to see if there was some sort of way to stop this from happening, but it's like, there can't be. The thing that was floating is too high up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have the thing that I want yet.
Okay, I'll build that. So as it faces through, you can see parts of this massive brownish, almost like rust-colored body. As two forearms go through this gigantic, scaly torso on what you can only assume that is its back. You see, it is extremely reflective, like almost like polished to a shine. And as it continues, these massive legs go up, and then a long spiked tail as it disappears into the ceiling.
Just road runnering this shit.
Yeah. And going about stealthily. It only takes you a minute or two to get to the entrance of the mine here, and looking about, trying to find it. And off in the distance, you can hear it as you feel. And looking down, heading towards the city, you can see this massive trail of destruction, where these gigantic jaws have taken massive bites out of the earth, out of the trees, and just left a very clear path of destruction in its wake. And it is heading away from you.
So it's a bit too late to go and warn the city. It seems.
Yeah.
Let's just hope they made it out. Most of them made it out at the very least.
Well, if we can't warn the city, let's go warn the lycanthropes.
Yes, they might be next.
Oh, shit.
Maybe they might have some way of dealing with this. Not,
We could potentially split up. Some of you could run to the city or towards the city and see if there's any people to be warning. Then some of us go to the lycanthropes.
I went to the city last time, so
So
I will. Me and Andrea can go to the lycanthropes, and you two go over there if you want. Or we can all go to the lycanthropes.
well,
We don't have a whole lot of time, so.
No, that's why I'm saying
Yes,
splitting.
it's already, I don't think I can see it anymore.
Flynn looks up, he sees it clearly.
Yes, it might be quite far off. That thing moves fast.
Well, it is big.
Is
So
it
let's.
considered gargantuan?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
if ever there was gargantuan, this thing would be it.
Okay.
If there was a size class above gargantuan, it would also be it.
Okay.
Maybe even two. You call it colossal.
No one's ever done that before, trust us.
Well, so do we have? Are we all in agreement? Me and Andrea will go to the lycanthropes, and you two go and see if there are any survivors that need help.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess they'll probably all be dead by the time we get there anyway.
Wait a second.
Way to be optimistic.
Wait a second. Maybe I should go see if there's any people that need to be helped or healed or something because I'm the cleric. Then another person go. With
So,
you.
how about me and Colin go to the lycanthropes, and you two go to the city.
Sounds like a better plan.
Yes, we will do what we can then.
Right. Godspeed. And we.
Alright. So
What was that?
I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna start with you two.
No, us two.
You can call it.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
she's
I
going with
my-
to see if anyone needs healing, and it's me and him.
Right, I totally paid attention.
Absolutely, you always do.
Professional dungeon master.
Now for hire.
Exactly. Alright. So, we're gonna start with the two of you then.
Yeah.
So heading back, it won't take you too long to get back to the village there. And so as you're walking, still through the jungle there, going through it, you still haven't quite gotten used to it. The smell of just like peat and moss, it just stings your nostrils as you just go through all the heavy brush here. And you get back to their village there, and you can see the sentry still on guard there. They see you two, and they step aside. They're letting you in.
Yeah, we go straight to the leader.
going. You can see people in a state of distress here. You see some people packing up some things. People are just like poking their heads up from behind doors, like very securely. Heading towards the main building, you see Sybil still there, sitting cross-legged. Well, what have you two come to report again?
It's awake.
We heard.
Fever, the Vanguard who got away from us got to the mine first. And we tried to stop. We tried to stop him, but it was too late.
Understood. Well, pray to whatever deity you pray to, that this thing hopefully satiates its hunger soon so it goes back to sleep. There's nothing more we can do.
Well, if it's any consolation, albeit morbid, it's going to the city first, so your people can vacate if need be, if you see fit.
I think we may stay. We were tasked with guarding this place, but there's now nothing left to guard. It will not come. We cannot make a comeback. So, well, we are free from our burden. And unless you choose to get involved, then I suppose you are too.
Well, I mean, we're kind of already involved. I wish there was more we could do. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Mm-hmm.
What was the thing that was chained in there?
Oh, the minerals.
Yeah, it was like a floating things that was chained, but once the Vanguard broke the chains and it hit the ceiling and then just blue energy just dispersed all around.
It's a magically charged mineral that those who seek mining it call it tribacine. And personally, I don't use any kind of metal forging or whatever, but I've heard tales of them using it for magical conductivity.
Was that what was keeping it imprisoned?
Not imprisoned, asleep.
Asleep?
This beast, it needs to. The magic is so powerful that it helps it to stay satiated. We kept this environment damp. We made sure there were rich minerals here, adequate magical energy using these minerals. And in doing so, it slumbered for over a decade. Over a century.
Is there any possible way to... I don't know if lures that back, I don't know if that's even possible, but trying to have its energy back so we can put it to sleep again?
This is a crazy notion, and suicidal, I may say. But, first of all, this thing, it cannot be stopped, or it cannot be killed. I've heard legends of this beast being slain by great warriors, only to have it be reborn the next day. Theoretically, if you kill it, drag its corpse back under the ground, if it revives but is still satiated, then it may stay. Otherwise, it will wander on to wherever it wants to go. And it will sleep wherever it wants to sleep. Are you suggesting you dangling yourself on a meat hook in front of it?
No.
Good. Then you're not as dumb as I thought.
Is there anyone else we can...
Now you're quite as dumb as I thought.
What was the mineral called again?
Well, you're not there. But you're going right. It's called a tribacine.
How do you spell it?
Better other people take notes than me.
Yeah. Maybe a proper spelling later. Spell it like I don't have it. It'll take you too long to find it in my notes, but spell it like it sounds. I'll give you a proper
How does
tribacine.
Try the scene.
Yeah, it ends in SCINE. Remember that? I forget.
SCENE?
Yep.
Okay.
I know how it sounds. I'm gonna just spell away at it. Except I'm changing that O to an
Yep.
But would we be able to use the try the scene again?
To lure it? No, it has no fondness of powerful magics. Something like that is simply a small morsel.
A. Colin is just going to say, is there any female or male ones that we could use to tempt it?
There's only one in existence.
Yes, I figured that. I mean, I could have told you that.
How long have you known each other?
A day.
Oh. Well, that is all that I see that is all that we can do. All that you can do. If we have no use for it anymore, if you wish, help yourselves to the tribazine before someone else will come and claim it.
Yeah, Flint's gonna go and grab it. For sure. I'm gonna write that down. Saying that I have it.
You have a way to collect it.
Okay.
You have to pull. I mean, hey, well, downtime can take care of that. But
Yeah.
But just saying, it's something
I
to think
have
about.
thieves' tools and smith tools.
I mean, so do I.
I know.
Ooh. This could be why I create the grapple arm.
All right. So, switching to you two now. Following the trail of destruction towards the city. And tell me, okay, what pace are you traveling at?
What pace is Andrea traveling at? I assume you're going there fast. You're trying to rush over to the city to help the people?
No. I would kind of think about things before I move, right? So
Gothak goes, he basically, he heads there just like kind of at a walking pace until like Andrea's maybe going a little bit faster, and it's like, then just keeps up with Andrea.
I'm
It's like,
gonna.
you know, what, we need to get there to save the people, yeah. So you see, I am not
I'm not gonna risk dying.
an optimist or a pessimist. You see, I am a realist. And when I see that, I know you're in real big shit. So,
When I see you, I know I'm in real big shit.
thank you. I make sure to tone my body to be as intimidating as possible, so that no wild creatures come after me. It's very important in my home.
Okay, how about what if you run in front of the Trask? I will make sure that people are okay. How's that sound? You try to keep the Trask off of these people.
I can keep wild creatures at bay, but I do not think that this one will be intimidated.
Oh, okay.
I will do my best to rescue people from falling rubble and that. But if that thing comes, I am running. Because I do not think hiding will do much good either.
Okay, I will jump on your shoulders, and then we will be kind of try to be quiet, stealthy.
I do not believe I am very good at that, but I will do my best.
Okay.
Okay. So, interesting band of heroes. Immediate danger. Brisk
Yeah,
pace.
just like
Just a nice
Bruce
little.
is like- Gothak just wants to kind of avoid the danger, but like
Okay.
he wouldn't even go if it wasn't for the fact that Andrew wants to go, and then it's like, well,
Oh shit!
But so approaching the city.
Don't tell me we're gonna get killed.
Hopefully not. No coming back from this.
Walking towards the danger zone. You see the Trask in the city now. Like it's there's this huge body swinging back and forth, just tearing down buildings like, as it takes steps, as it just plows its way through. At some point, you can see it pick up just a large piece of building and just right into it, and apparently just swallow it whole, like the rocks, the timbers, the everything.
Shit.
Yes, hiding in buildings will not do any good.
As you get closer, you can see bits of tiny bits that you recognize. Okay, people are shooting arrows at it. Some of them are tipped with fire. You see them bouncing off its hide, doing absolutely nothing. At one point, you see someone casting a spell. A bolt of lightning just strikes it, and it deflects directly off.
Do we know if this thing can hear? Or if it's like... Can I make a check? Can I?
You want to take that time to do so?
Ah, shit. No. Maybe not. But I want to know if this thing hears or what.
By the way, I'm keeping track. The longer you take, the more and more destruction there's going to happen, and may or may not have consequences for you later.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, go.
take,
Go.
okay.
Wait a second. Is this going to affect us getting those tax cuts?
Absolutely it will.
Oh shit, why didn't you say so sooner? We need to get over there and help people.
Oh, that's why you need to
Books
run in
it.
front of the Trask. If you run in front of the Trask, you will get all the tax cuts you need.
He will definitely get cut.
Tax exempt for the rest of your life. At least in Midasari, I guess. What's left
for the
of it?
rest of your afterlife.
Alright, well, let's continue.
Absolutely. So, barely forward. Where would you like to go to in the city, and what actions would you like to take?
I'd like to head on over to the I suppose the people. Let's see. What are
I would think we would go to the place where the thing already hit, because that's where the people are gonna need us most. The other people should just run for their lives.
Let's first give a report to the people if they have not already been killed and their building smashed to rubble.
Oh, here's a thought. How about we go and try to get in contact with the Scarp and Suffolk?
Yes, that is a good idea.
Do you have the means of doing so?
We could go somewhere where they have the means to do so.
I believe
Maybe.
there's a big meeting here. There should be more representatives. It is important that we inform as many people as possible that we are here to help and that we are not responsible for this. We did everything we could to stop it. Otherwise,
I wish Flint was
the
there.
tax cuts may be in jeopardy. And also, we might be considered criminals or something. And then we cannot help people as much if we are considered wanted criminals.
I don't know. I just hope you can appreciate the irony. Do you know who had a way of getting in contact with the church?
Yeah? He's dead.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have helped anyway because he was there to wake this thing up.
So who would we get into contact with who is the representative from the Scarlet Pensophical that was over here?
It was the guy that got shot with the arrow before, and then I revived him. What the heck is his name? Yeah, Verlar.
So we will not be able to get into contact with them.
Can we? Huh. No. Damn it. Okay, let's just go and see if we can help people.
Yes, let us go do that then.
Careful not to get swept by this thing's tail.
I intend to keep my distance from it.
Good, me too.
All right. So traveling further into the city. At first, the path that it made starts at the Applet's Gate as you head into the city, and right now you can see that it's already breached the wall and is now currently in the Hill District, right next to the Citadel. And as you get closer and closer, you see people in the streets here just panicking. They're running back and forth. People are trying to collect their valuables. They're collecting their children, their loved ones, and they're running for their lives. Directly in front of you, you see people running in the streets. You see the Trask lunge forward and just take a massive bite out of the street and a mouthful of civilians. Just swallows it whole and roars at the sky. As it turns around, the tail knocks over one of the buildings, and as it falls, I need the two of you make dexterity saving throws, please.
Hey.
Falls. You mean they're really, really close to the Tarrasque?
Decently close.
Oh shit.
It's big enough that...
8.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
No. We're both fucked.
I actually have level 2 danger sense. Still 14.
Okay. So as so Gothic, as you're standing there, the building as it comes falling down, you see Andrea directly in front of you, in its path. By the way, you can take a reaction if you like. So
Yeah, I take my reaction, pick up Andrea, and step aside.
which is so roll again with advantage, or so you just roll again.
16?
Better. So as Gothic just grabs hold of you, pulls you out as you just are pulled off your feet and go flying. You were thrown maybe about 20 feet or so. As you land on the ground, you just you come to a stop. Gothic, you see this building coming pretty close to you, but you step back and you manage to avoid the bulk of all the stones, but one of the timbers just breaks in half over your head. Not too bad, but you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as it breaks.
I just go, damn it, Gothic, I was fine.
Well, I am not so fine. Let us help the people, and get out of here.
Do we need to help the people? Or should we just run?
I got back to look around and see if there's if anyone's caught in the rubble. Well, actually, he's first going to look and see which direction the Tarrasque is going.
Right now, you can see it heading towards the Citadel.
So, which way is that relative to us?
To you, that is currently away from you. That would essentially be heading northwest through the city.
Okay. Well, we should be able to help people here. There should not be too many more problems.
Okay. You
I
think,
suppose we'll slowly make our way that way.
you think there's anybody left over here in this area? You think the thing ate all of them? Did you see that? He just took a building and then just ate
I
it.
see another one. See another one just fall.
Flint, just pick something and go! But I can't.
So, well,
By the way, I'm.
Oh shit.
well, let's go search then.
All right. So, so while you two do that, we're gonna come back to you two. What is your course of action?
Are we doing the
At
right
this
thing?
point, get the other two and then just leave.
Flint is I want to ask, do you have any means of forging here at all? Like any materials I could use?
Back at the village there.
Just anyone who does.
Well, we
that sort of
don't.
thing.
No, we don't specialize quite much in smithing.
Or at least any materials, because I have my own set of smithing.
We have fantastic woodworking tools.
That might do. Flint wants to try and make the grapple arm,
Okay.
if he can, right now.
Might take a while.
Might take a long.
How long?
Well, it would take a lot less. Do you have any cable on you?
Cable?
Yeah. 'Cause I doubt you want to attach.
Do
this
they?
thing with- No. I doubt you want to attach this thing with rope.
I thought that's what the grapple arm was. Rope.
No, cable.
Oh.
You want to fashion it with rope? Go right ahead. That'll take a lot less time since you have 50 feet of. You should have 50 feet of rope on you.
A match.
Temporary
Okay.
grapple arm just with rope.
I'd say then, in terms of research, crafting, and stuff like that, it probably would take you about a day or two.
No, that's way too long.
It's
Never mind. We'll come back for
Like
the.
a cheap makeshift thing could
Try to
maybe
see.
take like a couple hours.
a cheap makeshift something. You could literally just forge a hook tied to a rope so you have something to throw.
I'll do that.
That won't take you very long.
Yeah, I'll
Like
just
half an
forge
hour.
myself a grapple hook.
Yeah. That because there's no actual forge here, but you can make do by getting yourself a nice big tree trunk, like hauling it out, and make yourself a little makeshift forge by burning just the inside of a tree trunk.
Yeah.
So, a couple hours.
Yeah, I just make myself a grapple hook and tie it to the rope.
You just melt down the metal you got from the Vanguard, and just melt the shield down, and then turn into a grappling hook. Just once again desecrating the.
Unless I can turn the Vanguard. No, never mind. Unless I can turn the Vanguard stuff into cable.
I mean, you could. You got the metal. You just need to form it into strands, but. Anyways,
But that would take. That would take.
Yeah, we'll get back to that later.
Yeah.
Colin, is there anything that you like to do in this time?
I'd like to say, I think we should get the others and then just leave. Let's ditch this place. This problem's too big for us to handle.
I'm not saying we deal with the Tarask head on. I'm just saying I want to get Tribacine, and then
I can
see,
help.
and then see if we can see how many people we can help, if there is even anybody that we can help. Not being in the Tarask path, obviously. We were sent to stop it. The least we can do is help people survive it.
We were sent to prevent it from getting released.
That's
We
exactly
already
what I said.
failed.
That's exactly what I said.
Yes, but to stop it would imply even if it gets released, we still have to do something.
Okay, well, I still say that we go and help as many people as we can.
Yes.
Because we failed to prevent it. So the least we can do is help people try to survive it.
Yes.
All right.
Basically repeated myself.
So,
I make the hook.
you see Sybil there, just already confirming what she suspected before. She just looks at you and shakes her head. As you go about, I guess, not getting involved directly, you kind of follow along behind it, and then
Follow the path of the circle. Scream out if you are trapped beneath the rubble!
It's gonna hear us.
I think there's too much noise
We
happening.
are-
You wouldn't hear you.
We're following far enough behind. If it heard us, I mean, I would just be saying my prayers now.
yeah. So looking at it, it's about like maybe 200-300 feet away. So keeping relatively close distance, but not getting not interfering with it. And sure enough, yeah, there are people trapped beneath rubble. You can see people who are missing limbs, like people who are just like dying in the street. So as you go, you pull people out, you stabilize them with spare the dying, and basically tending to them as best as you can.
Guy with an arm. I was like, congratulations on staying alive. You might want to get out of here.
Where's my brother? He's still inside.
He's still inside which building?
And it goes to not point with anything. Like, over there!
We'll go do our best.
Looking at this building here, you can see the top floor has completely... The bottom is intact, but the top 2 floors have completely caved in.
This building...
And...
Are you alive in there?
And from inside you can hear... I'm pinned!
Ah! Hey, this guy's alive. It's good news. God, that goes to start.
So as as you go inside, you can see that part of the top floor has completely pinned this guy's lower body, and one of the support beams had broken in half. You can see that with these very long, spiky edges. You can see it is leaning on top of the rubble pile and is just unstably making its way towards his head.
Gothak runs and leaps over and
jump over his body and just. I need to make an athletics check. As this beam is very big.
Nat 20 plus
Nice!
26.
Nice.
Damn!
As Gothak sees
Right when it
over,
counts.
he steps up onto a pile of rubble, jumps over, flips over on his back, and then lands beside him, holding it up.
So that as this beam is coming down, you right beside him, and then he looks at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's like, oh, hold on, I got the... lifts it with one hand as he goes...
As you just lift it, the rubble just starts falling off.
Just like as I then lift with the other hand the rubble that's burying him.
Yeah,
That's
as
pinning
you
him.
just pull him out of the rubble.
So hold on, don't have very good handholds here.
So as you pull out, you let it go, it just... Like that had to be close to 1,000 pounds.
So best I could do is slow it down.
Yeah. And sure, as the rubble keeps continuing, and you see where the guy's head was, that this pillar just impales itself into the ground. And as you see, his legs are completely crushed. Like this guy will never walk again in his life. But as you hold him up, and he's over your shoulders, like, thank you.
It's not over yet. Hold on a second. It's like as Gothak takes his goes back out, grabs his chest full of stuff, opens up, pulls out the fire starter kit. Starts a fire. Like, yeah, those legs are not going to be doing you much good now. Don't worry, this won't hurt a bit. As Gothak then...
What are you doing?
It's like, because you will be asleep. As Gothak then goes, knocks him out.
Just
Non-lethal damage. Yeah, these legs are going to get... It's like, might get infected.
Hold on, Gothak. Let me do this. I'm the doctor here. Or the cleric. In other words.
Like, well, it's like... You got anything?
I would assume we need to take his legs off because he's not going to be able to use them anymore.
Yep, I have the sword right here.
Okay, you do that. I will... As soon as you're done doing that, I will heal him.
Just removing someone's legs against their will.
As Gothak then just like... It's like, oh, these legs are crushed. And like, they'll be infected if we don't do anything. Infection is a really bad way to die. It would be better for him to get crushed by the falling rubble.
taking your sword
and just chop off the legs at the broken.
Yeah.
I think.
As you cut them up, look. First of all, you know how many arteries are in your legs, right? Blood comes pouring out immediately. As This guy is immediately bleeding out.
Well, I immediately kind of spare the dying.
Yeah, to stabilize him as like the wounds close themselves enough that that he won't die immediately.
Yeah.
And for a second, this guy, you see his eyes open, like, just, and it just passes right back out again. It's like the blood is just drained from his entire body. He is pale. You can see his brother on the street, who's behind you the whole time, by the way, watching what's happening in horror.
Let's go back then. Picks him up and is like, there we go. Now he will not die of infection either.
As he just kind of falls in shock, and he falls on his ass, and like, is just blinking, is unresponsive.
I go slap his face a little bit and tell him he's gonna be fine.
Hey, we need you to carry this guy. Don't worry, he doesn't weigh that much. He's missing 2 legs now.
As he just stands up, now holding his brother's body over his shoulder, and
Don't worry, he's alive.
turns and walks
He's
away from
alive.
the destruction in the other direction.
Okay, let's go look for the lady that we were talking to before.
Yeah, let's see if maybe there are more people that we can help.
Her name was Bretta Orlando?
Yep.
Okay, let's go look for her.
Is the building okay?
It's somewhat. Parts of it have been destroyed, but as you walk towards the steps, there are no guards here now. And going into the Citadel, you see it is mostly empty.
So,
You see people taking. You see mostly civilians just here taking shelter. But you see them huddling in the hallways, like they're the women and children, men, everyone crying. They're screaming every time like new tremors emanate. But you don't see any. You don't see many guards or any officials.
Yeah.
excuse me, sir, you cowering in the corner there. Do you know where the guards have gone?
Into this city, just trying to find something.
Okay, they went probably after the Tarask.
I saw the chief go upstairs to with some kind of golden circle.
Oh, great! Thank you very much, sir. We came in that way. You might be able to escape there if you or spend your time hiding out here. Whatever you think is best.
So, you go upstairs.
Yep.
All right, so both of you, all right, running upstairs, and just like opening the doors as you go down the hallways. Like this one, nope, there's not in there. She's not in there. She's not in there. And boom, till you get to one. There she is. She's on the floor, kind of kneeling over this circle here, reading some kind of an incantation off of a parchment paper. And as soon as you see what's happening, she also acknowledges like you slam the door open, but she just she doesn't break contact with the paper and just continues. About 10 seconds later, you can see her finish. She tosses the paper at this flat gold circle that has been that is just laying there in the middle of the floor. You see these runes that were all carved into it, with silver inlaid into all the symbols. She throws the paper at it, and it just bursts into flames and is gone. Okay, that's about all.
What was that all about?
I've called for help.
From who?
Someone that who owed me a very deep favor, and this should square us even.
Who is that?
Director Lathonal.
Do I know of him?
Make a history check. Probably not.
3.
Nope.
Yes, the director. Gothak does not know who this guy
Nope.
is.
As she gets up and goes, kind of walks towards the windows on the second floor, and seeing the Tarask about 300 feet off in the distance. Well, you want to watch what's going to happen?
Who is this? I want to know. I
You'll
kind of
s-
need to know.
You'll see. Yeah.
Do you have a way of contacting the Scarlet Philosophical too?
I do not actually.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
I suppose there is nothing left to do here.
They were not.
Go on.
They were not kind enough to donate a means of communicating with them openly.
Yes, we did all we can to save people but
If you have help coming, maybe we should book it. What do you think?
yeah, hey, I want to see what
Was she called?
Miss Orlando here is
So, I say about now you have finished your graphic look, but it'll take you about a walking pace will probably take you 30 minutes to an hour to get back to the city. If you run, you can make it there in maybe 10.
Oh, I'm gonna run.
And you as well, Colin?
Yeah, I have to follow wherever he goes.
Unless you want to go out and do something. I mean, anything.
Wandering about by myself when there's a monster on the loose? Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we're both just gonna run back, see what we can do to help, if there is anything,
Alrighty.
and maybe we can see what's about to happen.
So, going through the streets there, as you went down the stairs into the streets, not 2 minutes pass when in the middle of the street, all of a sudden you see the portal opening, and you see a figure standing there. You see a male high elf. See, like dark tan skin, this long brown hair. Half of it shaved away. It's kind of overflowing on this side here, and on this side of his face, you can see these black tattoos from the face over the eye, down the side of his body, underneath the robe, and you see them extend all the way to his right hand. You see him wearing a very finely made long sword on his left hip, and he's adorned with many with rings, with bracelets, which practically just radiate this powerful magical energy, as well as a necklace here that is I guess you see kind of a diamond in shape with like another one hanging underneath it, and but they're not connected, right? But yet they stay together when it swings, and you see this one is perpetually spinning.
Do I know what kind of necklace he's wearing? If
I
it's
doubt it.
anything deity related or anything?
Looking at it, it's definitely not any kind of deity.
No arcane or anything?
not kind of
Definitely Arcana, but as for some sort of deity, you have no idea.
Can I do another arcana check?
Really quick, absolutely.
Okay, so 21.
You've heard some things about devices that can store magical energy for later use. You feel like with the amount of power this thing has, and that the enchantments hold it together, those kind of containments, that's usually what's associated with this kind of thing.
Okay.
But as for the actual research and developments of this, you're not quite familiar. So, as he turns around to face you all, well, look what you got yourselves into here.
Who are you?
Lethonal Silren. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
What is his name?
Lethonal Silren.
How do you spell it?
Lethonel. Sylran.
Okay.
I'm the director of Dirtwell. Perhaps you've heard of me. No?
Yes.
No.
Then you're not worth my time anyway.
I'm sorry. I'm really into your tattoos.
Oh, this? Thank you.
Yeah. That's quite sexy.
Breda, my dear, you I'm assuming this is me come to collect. Yes, unfortunately. Can you please deal with this so I still have a city? Absolutely. Immediately. Teleporting in as well. You see a figure that you very much recognize. You see before you, Lurgrid Iceguard. Lurgrid Iceguard. You see a male mountain dwarf, dressed in very, very high-ranking panoptical attire. Clearly armor built for warfare. The look on Andrea's face tells you immediately that this is someone that deserves respect, as she averts her eyes kind of and puts her head down.
Galthak just, pleased to make your acquaintance.
As he walks forward, looking past all of you, like, oh, shut up. You elf pig, and draws his sword. Now's not the time or place for this. There's always time and place for this. Oh, piss fuck off. You do realize we have a natural monstrosity right here in front of us? Perhaps we want to take care of that first. You take care of it. I want to see you die. Very well. And so, as Lithonal, you turn around.
Are we coming in seeing this now?
You're about approaching the outskirts of the city. You don't see what's happening here, but you definitely see what happens next. As he stands tall and he faces toward the terrace, you see he extends his arms and begins to move almost like in a swaying, like almost like a dance-like motion. And as that happens, you see the air just becomes, the air becomes just thick, as you feel like you're going to suffocate. And the ground begins to tremor as he speaks his incantations. Cantantibus Astris. And he puts his hands up. The sky just turns a very deep red as the rumbling becomes unbearably loud. Oh, you're just clutching your ears from the sound. Everyone sees these four gigantic meteors begin to plummet out of the sky. Lithonal, then he places his fingers together and his eyes flash. They flash blue and they begin to spark. At this point, the ground immediately around him breaks a foot into the ground because it's just the air is so heavy. You see cracks, spiderweb everywhere. Transmutere, Fulgar, and with a small orb of lightning in the middle of his hands, the meteors in the sky, instead of burning, they transform and begin to buzz with electricity. All four meteors, they slam into the terrace. It just reels in pain as it's forced directly into the ground. Oh, not done yet. Grix, familiarum. And you see, this time 5 crows, they dig their way out of the ground and begin to fly away. They take to the sky. Alright, now let's get your attention. Everyone, step aside! He takes a sword, he begins to spin it, and you see a very low hum that begins to emanate. Separabis in Eternium. He slashes it through the air. It's a piercing screech. All you are forced to cover your ears. And this very thin wisp, like just solidified air, lashes out at the terrace. As it hits it, you see there's a prismatic flash, and the same thing is reflected directly back at him. He steps to the side, and it cuts through the buildings, like where it hits. He steps down, and you see the buildings with a perfect cut.
This was all the Lithonal, whatever his name is.
Lithonal, yeah. You hear muttering, "Oh, come on!" And you see the terrace just roars, and it looks directly at all of you. It bounds forward like an avalanche, on a horizontal ground. Its tail just lashes out, and you see Lothonal having put up a shield spell just deflects it. Tail comes around the other side. Its claws, its bite, as it bites over him, and there's a flash as it breaks it apart. Immediately, you can see now the crows dive bombing on the sides of the Trask. As they make contact, in rapid succession, you can hear Lothonal just chanting out enchantments. These different effects, explosions. You can see some kind of magical trying to dominate effects. Everything keeps happening. In which case, like, I've got you now! He pulls out a tuning fork and he makes gestures in the air. All of a sudden, he strikes against himself. Planum, Subbicus, confused, and Trask vanishes. And just drops it in the street.
So, Icegar, who is he?
You
said I knew.
absolutely. This is the Prime Arbiter for the Scarlet Pensophical. He is essentially he is in charge of the church's warfare.
I assume this is where Flan and Colin come running in.
Yep. You see this happen. You see this large commotion happening around the terrace. It's struggling to deal with so many different spell effects happening at once. All of a sudden, it disappears.
Meanwhile, as all this is going on, it's like, yo gods, it's me, Gothic. I know we don't talk much. It's just like, but you see, I'm probably about to die now. and as like all this commotion is going on, but then like as like the Tarrasque comes like barreling over, and then like Gothic just like sees all this happen and is just like, on second thought, never mind, the problem has been dealt with. Thank you for sparing me. Got to give you credit where credit is due, you know what I'm saying?
So, do I know who the other guy is yet?
Lothonal?
Yeah.
No.
He's the director of Dirtwell, that's all you know.
That's the director.
Clearly a wizard. And given the massive display you saw, a very powerful one.
Yeah.
1v1'd Tarrasque himself. And as he turns around, you can see his eyes still glowing blue, the sparks. And when he speaks, his voice, there's two voices happening at once. The other one is much, much deeper at the same time. And it's kind of warbling through all this magical effect. Well now, I assume our debt is paid now. Breda?
Can I'd like to introduce myself to you.
As you kind of hold out your hand, you see Lurigrid. Damn. That's a hard name to pronounce.
You chose it.
I know I did. Like a dumbass, I chose it. Lurgruid. That's how I'll say his name. I'll call him Lure. As you hold out your hand, and you see him kind of hold out his sword and place it on your wrist. Put your hand down or I'll cut it off. We do not associate ourselves with them. Who are you?
He's talking to you.
You're Icegar, right?
Yes.
I'm Andrew Probuddy.
Should that mean anything to me? I see you're dressed in the clergy's clergy attire. What rank?
Or am I?
Right now you'd be an initiate.
I'm an initiate.
Okay, clearly they did not send you to deal with that.
No, they sent us to protect or keep that from happening.
No, that's
We failed.
no, that's not why we were sent. Why you were sent.
You were sent to be the bodyguard to...
Right.
Yeah.
The guy who caused it.
I was sent to bodyguard to the guy that Verlar.
Verlar. I was briefed upon it with his mission. Where is he?
He's dead.
By that? I need a report from you.
I want to do an inside check.
Go ahead.
$17.
You see, this definitely is a man who wields a lot of authority. Like, this is one of the. This is a member of the Cerberus Congress, right? Which is essentially like one step down of the adjudicator, the leader of the church.
Okay.
So this is like one of the second in commands.
Do I know if he's in Werewolf too?
You do not. But at this point, you feel like if you were to try to inquire, you may end up out of a job if you're lucky. If you're unlucky, dead. Not a man to be trifled with.
So you want me to report
Yes,
to who?
me. Now. Waste more of my time, and I will either have you executed or drummed out of the clergy.
Okay.
Yes, you should have respect for your higher ups. Like,
Absolutely, I have respect.
This one knows what you're talking about. Who are you?
my name is Gothic. I have no last name as a matter of my people. I am a businessman here. I have been assisting in order to help deal with these problems.
You ever thought about joining the clergy? We could use a man like you.
I have considered, but
You'd make a fine paladin.
thank you, good sir. So, but also, I would like to return these, as he has the shield and sword of the member of the thing. They happen. It's like you will be informed of where I got these in the report, but as they are property of the church, I am assuming I am not permitted to carry them.
No, you are not. As he sheathes his sword, he takes them.
My deepest apologies, my good sir.
The men will be buried with honor. As he puts it behind him. Now, this is the last time I will ask. Report.
I'm sorry.
Are you laughing in character or out?
I surely hope not.
Because I really don't know why you're laughing.
I can't keep serious with his face like that. Okay, so what happened was the werewolves came and killed him, and I revived him. And then later, it turns out he was also a werewolf. He was the one who was trying to free the Trask. From what we gather.
That is troubling.
Along with Vanguard troops, might I add.
Yes.
We'll make this much easier.
I assume probably by now you guys get it.
Yeah, but at this point, yeah, all of you have convened as you two approach.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were already there.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, might I add.
And who are you two?
We have been assisting as well. My name is Flint Ashgard. Break out with my metal hand.
He doesn't take it.
I'm Colin Hawthorne. I salute.
That is not how we do that. But
I wouldn't know. I've been living in the boonies most of my life.
But I appreciate the sentiment. It's nice to see the deferment from the masses. For future reference, it is this.
Oh.
He's doing that.
But to make this easy on everyone, as he clasps the holy symbol of Mistra, our goddess of the arcane, please allow me to discern the truth from all the lies. And as he holds out his hand, you see a golden circle appear on the ground there, and he gestures all of you to stand inside.
Okay.
And as you do, you immediately feel the magic creep up the back of your necks into your mind, and you feel, unless you wish to resist, you can feel compelled. You feel very, very compelled to have a very loose tongue and speak truthfully.
I will speak truthfully.
I won't resist. No need to.
Oh, I hope he doesn't ask the wrong questions.
Because if you want if you want to resist, just make the wisdom saving throw. But you will be aware if you're trying to resist, as that's the way the spell works.
Mm-hmm.
So, Verlar,
What about him?
you say he was a werewolf.
Yes.
He led expeditions months ago. He may have gotten himself infected,
Yes, that's what we believe happened.
and he plotted to release this terror.
From what we can tell, yes.
For what? What was he after?
To gain control of it.
And he went to power.
I've gathered enough, and you see the circle die down.
God, it's like, oh, good. It's not asking me any questions.
So as he turns around, you see Lithonal standing there, just quite a neat trick. You know, I've always laughed at you, holy types. You think that you can compel everyone to do what you want by your righteousness and things. It's like, shut the fuck up, you! I will pull out a sword. I will still gut you, if you only could. Now I, on the other hand, I find all of your initiative intriguing.
Who is speaking now?
Lithonal.
No.
Tell you what I'll do. As you see him pull out a spell book, and you see him flip, and he just summons a pen. He spends about a minute. You see him just drawing in it, and he tears it out, folds it up, and just hands it out to one of you. When you're all powerful enough to make use of that page, come and find me. Okay?
It'll do.
Oh, by the way, I want to ask Icegar, who summoned him?
And as Lithonal steps back, he just snaps his fingers and vanishes. And Iceguard, you see him just turning red as a beet. And
Let's go into step back.
Yeah, thanks. I'm assuming it was the director.
And you ask who summoned him, and he still has his sword, and you see it just ring with a powerful divine smite as he just cuts down like a decorative statue that was there, just cuts directly through it, and as he turns around, sword still in hand. By what authority do you have to ask me my business? Know your place, initiate.
I wanted to get somebody to help us. That's why I asked. As I tremble.
Despite my better judgment, what Lithonal said may be true. You may all have initiative. Right now, you are useless to me. Make yourself useful. I'm promoting you
Okay.
to Inquisitor.
Okay.
Do me, the clergy, and especially yourself, Andrea, go find out evil in the world. Take these companions with you and stomp it out in the name of Mistra.
God,
Nope, wrong.
As he looks at you, wrong hands.
Sorry.
I drew it on that page. It's like Gothak in character pulled out his notebook and wrote down like, "This is the salute."
This way.
Send regular reports back to the church.
How can I send reports if there's nothing there to report? If we don't have people stationed or if we don't have things, ways
You really are useless to me now, aren't you? Become more powerful. Achieve the means to send me reports.
Okay.
I trust you can handle that.
Yes.
Good. And he picks up the sword and shield. Regardless whether they were traitors or not, they still deserve a burial. And as he walks forward, you see this green arcane energy beginning to swirl around him, and as he's pulled up into the sky, and just disappears.
Well, I don't know about any of you. I'm going to get that jewels that was keeping that thing down there. They says they don't need it anymore. I'm going to grab it.
I am going to just look for loose coins in the streets or whatever.
If any of you would like to help me.
I'm not gonna loot buddies. I'm gonna just look for loose
Okay.
coins just laying. Because looting buddies would be evil at this point because I just got promoted, so no.
And Flint says back to them, knowing that he's gone, so I won't face any repercussions for this. Gotta love the arrogance of high authority, eh?
Well, do not be too disrespectful for the man. He did come.
Save our asses.
Well, he didn't. The director did. The director just summoned him to show off.
Yeah, I kind of suspected that. Just whispered, I think the director.
I think that's a good place to take a break.
Yes, it is. Alrighty. So we're gonna take a quick break, and we will be back shortly. And welcome back. So, following the events of what happened in the city, it has now been 1 week since the attack. In that time, the people have come together. They've I guess reconciled their losses. They've buried their dead. They've salvaged most of what can be salvaged. All of you have been, according to some eyewitness reports, you've been rewarded for what, at least in your attempt. All of you have been awarded 75 gold pieces each. And so in that 1 week time frame, we're going to go over one by one what all your plans are, and Flint, we will start with you.
Okay. I'm just gonna write down.
All right, go ahead.
25. I'll fix that later. So in that time frame, I went back to the mine with my grapple hook that I now made. I brought it down, tied it down to the ground because it's floating. And because it's so big, can't just put it in a bag and go. I'm chipping away at it to get as much of it as I can so that I can work with it later.
Mm. And of that, you could probably, at most, you probably get like, you can't really measure it in pounds because it doesn't have weight, it has negative weight.
Actually,
So,
you can measure the weight by hanging equivalent weight on
Sure you
the
can.
element.
then I'd say you probably carry, in a standard backpack, you can probably carry about 20 to 30 pounds.
Negative 20 pounds of mass.
Okay,
much.
so
So I'd say about a chunk like this big. Looking into some very interesting new research.
yeah, I started researching how to make basically turn the grapple hook that I have and put it into my metal arm, to my hand, so I can have a grapple hand, so I can reach things and whatever. Finding where to get cable or make it myself if I have to.
So, in the crowded streets here of Mid-Asari, especially in Smoke Tower, this is where a lot of like the not quite the slums, but it's the lower incomes of housing here. With your Clancrafter feature, you find any dwarf that is smithing here, and they will let you use all your equipment for free. So it saves you the cost there.
Yes, I did.
But as you're doing more research into the grapple armor and stuff like that, so you see this blacksmith here as a male hill dwarf, known as Shorty.
Shorty.
No last name. Shorty.
Like
S-H-O-R-I.
S-H-O-R-I.
Yep.
For a
Blacksmith.
sec, I thought you were saying shorty.
Blacksmith.
Yep. As you meet it, like, no, my name's not Shorty. Everyone calls me that, and you can see he is shorter than you are, and I don't appreciate it. But for a dwarf, you can use all my things here.
Thank you, my friend.
And with a kind of dwarf greeting, just kind of go together, hands on shoulders. As you're doing research and you're building the grappling gauntlet. The tribal scene is very, very useful. As first with Shorty's help, you dismantle your arm, and then are you using rope, or are you going to build yourself cable?
Build cable.
All right, and with a it's relatively thin cable. Essentially, it'll still rely on like strength checks and stuff like that, because it still is technically arm and stuff. But the fire mechanism is very interesting, as you place a small core of tribosine at the very base of right the elbow, and with its stored energy, you can use it to fire. And you feel it with pretty good accuracy too. But in which case, I need you to make a Smith's tools check.
19.
All right. As so, you literally have the arm like on the table there, using your other arm to kind of just making adjustments and stuff, and then
Yeah, I am like ambidextrous because I had to learn.
Yep. So with that, you're just adjusting the core and stuff like that. Luckily, the palm is facing away from you as you kind of nick one of the lines, and you just see and it blasts lightning against the wall. Interesting.
Can't rub my hands together because I'm only missing one hand.
Strokes.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Stroke beard, yes. So you go to work like, okay, well, can I make you do it on purpose? And over the course of the week, you managed to put a small gem inside, attached to the grappling gauntlet, although you can't quite use both in succession, right?
Yeah.
Or can you? Not really.
Could probably learn somewhere down the line to do it in rapid succession.
Maybe. But unfortunately, the cable does not conduct the core or the lightning energy from the core to the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Without it like traveling along the sides of the arm. It does not travel through the cable, unfortunately. You need something special for that. But applying that, you realize now, okay, like there is very interesting things we found in magical theory. Thinking back on a certain someone's notes.
Yeah.
You apply a lot of these theories through trial and error, and there was some mishaps that left you with smoke in your face. But you managed to apply a lot of it to your armor as well, and using some a little bit of animation magic, you have made yourselves a very interesting set of armor. All the way from helmet to the chain shirt to the boots, all of it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Does my armor class go up at all, or?
It does not, but you do gain you gain all the benefits as listed on in the subclass. Is that all you like to do?
And also Flint's doing what he can to help around the city as best he can. After he does those things, even in between, he's helping with the city.
Alright. So then, Colin, what is it that you are doing?
I'm going to practice my ranger techniques of stealth and sneaking up on things and shooting arrows.
So, taking place mostly at night. During the day, are you helping out with anything during the day? Because this will take place off.
Well, I'm
almost
going
all at
to do some stuff in the day, sleep, do
Gotcha.
some stuff in the morning. Basically,
Okay.
multiple sleep periods.
Gotcha. So going about your days and stuff like that. At night, you begin this very strange. It's a slow metamorphosis, but you feel like when you draw down into your gut, like that source of magic that you felt before. That when it stretches out into the land, not only does it go out, but now you feel it go very deep down into the earth, very, very far down, and you feel almost as if like your soul creates a tether with some sort of underbelly of the land. You feel it peaceful, you feel peaceful, tranquil, wild. Get a little I guess to put it in layman's terms, you could almost describe it as like hallucinogenic. Over the course of the week, at one point during the night, you blink your eyes, you focus forward, and you see everything just become bright. And as you go about like stalking prey, your feet making almost no sound, you see a panther. Normally almost invisible to you, or practically invisible to you, to your old eyes, but now you see it much more clearly as it looks back at you, and like its eyes flash. You know how cat eyes do that in the light. You see it's not 20 feet from you. It looks directly at you. Pays no mind, like it can't even see. You let loose your arrows. Another one, quick succession, and it is dead before it even drops. And what else would you like to do?
I'm going to be like, oh, this thing's gonna be soft. I'm basically like carefully cutting the hide and then preparing it.
Okay. So this these newfound abilities, like that of a truly supreme hunter. Like you finished like field dressing your prey, and now you have a brand new pelt to do with it whatever you please.
Panther pelt.
Yep, panther pelt. Is that all you would like to do for this week?
I'm also going to search out evidence for where my father is hiding.
Okay.
As usual.
We will get back to that.
Strangely unfazed by the new abilities. So just
Well,
You can see in the dark, like
plus
legit-
4
And other things
charisma.
can't see you.
Plus 4 charisma. He's unfazed.
Yeah, he's unfazed.
I'm just gonna take advantage of it.
Takes a lot more to phase. Call it.
So going about in the night here, you see the full moon in the sky, and looking up, it is quite an interesting night as the ring around this planet, where the moon is in orbit of, and the ring essentially follows it. Looking up, it's like just thousands and thousands of stars, like quite literally like diamonds in the sky. Not that cheap fairy tale. I mean, these like the pieces in the planet's ring, they actually glitter, like they actually flicker and glitter. Looking into a pool of water, you can see your own eyes flash like the panther did. And as you blink, as your own eyes kind of flicker, just like that of the night sky, you realize that, yeah, being out here has definitely transformed you.
Awkward.
There's a deep mystical connection in this land and what lies below it.
I explore that connection.
We'll get not in a week. I don't think you'd be able to, but we'll get to that. So,
I didn't want to sully that moment by adding a stupid joke.
no.
No, it's not like bad. It's just like when you said like that was guy, not like the stupid fairy tale. It's like not like that stupid Rihanna song either.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey, yeah, there are no airplanes. I know that's shooting.
That's a different
stars.
song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, airplanes.
So, Andrea,
Mm-hmm.
what is it you would like to do throughout the week?
I want to try to acquire a chainmail or some kind of armor that will bring my AC up.
Okay.
What kind of armor is best for myself?
Armor can't have air conditioning.
Unless it's a space suit.
Or power armor?
It's power armor is like an Earth
Definitely look on that.
suit instead of a space.
Actually, I really want to own a power armor.
Pretty cool. Maybe Flint eventually makes power armor for Andrea.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So going about finding some stalls that sell adventuring gear. You come across one that is very familiar as you go to the shop called Hilda's Armory. And like, oh, hello, my dear, you're back. As you see Winnie there again. Come for round 2.
Yes. You want to share a drink with me sometime?
Sure.
Can we have a drink right now?
Mm-hmm. She pulls out another bottle. Uncorks her. Cheers.
I try to chug, but I can't. I'm so small. But I keep drinking, and then I want to do business with you.
Yeah. She corks her bottle. Well, I hope you brought some coin this time, did you?
I did.
Mm.
Finally, was able to make some.
Well, then that is step 1.
Yes.
What can I get for you?
I need armor.
Absolutely.
Here, have some more.
I have a bottle. You take it. It's yours.
Thank you.
After everything that's happened around here, I think you could use one. We could all use one.
Yeah, fair.
But I heard some rumors as well that you were, I suppose responsible is not exactly the correct word, but you were help in assisting
And assisting what?
with the recovery, with aid.
Oh, yeah.
And So,
I did some.
tell you what, I will give you a special discount.
Okay. That's very nice.
So, as far as she kind of peers at you, what is it that you're wearing right now?
I'm not wearing armor.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Check the top of your sheet. I wrote it.
Oh, breastplate and a shield. Basic.
Yeah.
Basic shit. My bad.
Alright, so, I'm gonna find where. If you're looking for medium armor, dearie, I'm afraid that what you have is already pretty damn good. I can do you one better by giving you a half plate, but that will still run you a lot of gold.
How much gold?
400.
Even with a discount?
Even with I'm not charging you the 750 it normally is.
Oh shit.
So
I only have 75 gold.
then that will not do.
Unfortunately not.
As for better armor, dearie, you're better off than most people already.
I guess. I just wanted better. You know you always want better, right?
Mm-hmm. Don't we all?
Yes. How about healing potions? And
That I can give you. So tell you what, I'll make them half off. As she pulls them out, basic ones these will be 25 each.
That's pretty good. Get 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me 2 of those.
Absolutely. As hands over 2 potions and takes 50 gold from you. So right there, yeah, you have 2 healing potions.
Anyway, what else is in this drawer?
Well, tell you what. You helped me throughout this entire week, and she pulls out a very small bottle that looks like a fairy. It's glass, and you can see there's very fine dust in there. That looking at it, that you swear is invisible. The way it forms it, you can't really see that it's there. It just the way the glass distorts it. You can see there's something in there.
Okay.
Help me out for a week, and this is yours.
What is that?
Take a small pinch, and there's only a small pinch in here. Fortunately, you can probably only use this once. But pour this into your hand and throw it into the air. Anything that this dust lands on will become invisible.
Oh. Nice. By the way, do you know of anyone who can do some enchantments on armor and stuff?
I don't do enchantments myself. You may want to head to West Road. Look for a stonemason's workshop. It's called Aveswin's Masonry.
Okay. I will try that, and I will be right back after that. I will help you for the rest of the week. I can promise.
Okay. I'm gonna give this to you ahead of time. But so to make a long story short, as you get to the this workshop, and to ask for enchantments, essentially you can get basic things enchanted here. It would take about a week.
I will.
It'll cost probably about, if it's a simple item, probably cost about 25 to 50 gold pieces. But the odd thing about this shop is that there's statues of gargoyles all across the outside, and from when you entered to when you left, you swear they're in different positions.
What are gargoyles?
Just statues of these hideous winged monsters that kind of lurch over and stare at you like these very scary grimaces. They're meant for protection, to keep away like evil spirits by scaring them away.
Okay.
But you swear they had different expressions, and they're looking in different directions than when you entered.
Like the weeping angels from Doctor Who.
Excuse me. Anyways, I'm gonna ask if my breastplate and my shield can be enchanted, or even just my breastplate.
Alright, so, the shop owner here of AF Twins Masonry, as a tall female human with you see she has these dark auburn hair, brown eyes, and her name is Arcorn. Well, to enchant, I can put basic enchantments on these things, but as just examining the shield, I mean, this may take me about a week. The armor may take me 2 weeks. 50 gold pieces, 100 gold pieces.
Sorry, I can't.
This is time consuming, you know?
I don't have that much. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
So then I'm gonna have to go. Thanks for your time.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Just
What?
Huh?
What did you say?
Did I do that again? Sorry.
Did you do what again?
That's nothing.
You want to have a drink?
No, that's vile.
Can we have a drink together?
No, that's vile.
Oh. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, thanks for your business. As she does that, I want to do an insight check on her.
Go ahead.
She seemed a bit weird when she did that. 18?
Taking your hand and you just go like think. Okay.
She's not drunk. She's not.
No,
She's just
definitely
a bit weird.
She's definitely not drunk. Definitely not stoned. Not anything.
Don't
So-
smell any substances.
No.
It'd be funny if she was stoned.
I know,
as
masonry.
a Mason.
Huh. I will, as I go out, I'll pat her on the head, I guess.
She's way too tall for that.
Okay. I walk out.
Pat her on the arm.
Not even close. Maybe on the thigh.
It's not for ass, I'm kidding. I joke. No, I will go back and then...
Okay, close the door on your way out.
She's just weird.
Yeah.
Is she old?
Not really. About middle-aged.
No.
So.
Yeah, she's weird. I just go back and...
Weird speech impediment or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then just for the rest of the week, you're helping Winnie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Winnie the Pooh. Sorry, I keep thinking that.
Yep. But yeah, essentially, you having to organize weapons and armor sets and stuff like that. You try your hand at being a salesperson and make a performance check just to see how well you do.
16?
Not too bad. That you managed to earn yourself 3 gold pieces throughout the week.
Yeah, not bad. Do I see anything that interests me besides the pixie dust or whatever?
There's a couple of things. There's like sets of enchanted gloves that have like spider webs on them. That seems, and as well as a matching set that there's a set of slippers.
Are they small enough to sneak out?
Yeah, steal something as a member of the church.
Don't do that.
If I will say this very carefully, if you want to try, then make a sleight of hand check.
I will ask her about the shoes or slippers.
Oh, these? You put these on, and they will graft themselves to your soles, and then you can walk up walls.
How much are they worth?
A whole lot. More than you can spend. More than you can work for in a lifetime, in fact.
No. That's unfortunate.
Go kill a dragon, bring me back its teeth and all of its gold, then you can have them.
All of it's gold?
No, that's figuratively. As much as you can carry.
As much as I can carry? Have you looked at me?
That should be enough.
Oh, okay. Fair. Okay.
As you turn your back, you can feel her going.
So a few thousand gold pieces.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should be able to carry.
A bag of holding. There you go. 500 pounds worth of it.
Colin still hasn't gotten his sword back. His long sword.
You insured. Hey, you can pay it off now.
I forgot about that.
Oh shit.
Can we just say for the sake of brevity that he did that? in the
Yeah,
week?
let's say that you did that. What was?
I think it was like 25 gold.
Yeah. Let's see if the bank.
Which you didn't even have to do in the first place.
The bank is still there, luckily.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I go do that.
you can go get go get your sword back.
That you mortgaged for no reason.
Okay.
Alright, going to Gothak now, or?
Yep. All right, got that. So, going about in the city, especially when before Lacono left, you sent prayers to the gods. You didn't feel any kind of presences or anything looking out for you, so you kind of just shrugged it off. But that very night, when you go to sleep, like as you drift off, and your mind just becomes numb, the sleep overtakes you. You see yourself. You're standing in a field of wheat. There's a very warm breeze blowing, and all around you, like in a perfect circle arranged around, you see Goliaths. All of which have the same tribal tattoos on them as from your homeland. You see one of them with like the marks of the miner, the one with the farmer. You see the marks of one with the diplomat, like the very same one that you have here.
Gothak just looks at that person and is just like, who is this? He feels his own just...
Fellow child, your quest is noble. We will help.
This is too much praise for me. He's like, I am here for money, and to settle a location. But of course, I will need money for the journey. But
Remember where you come from, and we will be there to help. In your most dire needs, we will protect you.
I do not know what to say. This...
You need not say anything. Family, we protect our own. As one day you will as well.
It is an honor.
As in the same ceremony, the party ceremony that you took, you simply you take a knee and you feel both a sense of numbness and a sense of euphoria, like around like your tribal marking, and then you wake up in your bed, and there's a very faint golden light emanating from your forehead that goes out as you wake up. Kind of touch and feel that it's warm. And you feel like something has that like your ancestors have resonated with you and are now with you where you go.
And Gothak kind of like does another little prayer. Just, I will do you proud, my ancestors.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do during the week?
Gothak would like to go get a map of the continent and go out looking for like rumors about monsters and such. Basically, after hearing the mission that was assigned to Andrea, and how he's kind of like told to like, you know, take these guys and go seek out evil and find it. Gothak basically realizes this is a great opportunity for him as well. And so he decides to be a bit proactive. And
Alright. And through the ancient magical art of Bluetooth, I will send you a map. As the week comes to a close, all you're just gathered around in. I guess you would be taking refuge in the emergency relief campsites outside of the city. People are setting up what they have. If they're sharing food, what they have.
the inn has been destroyed.
Yeah. Luckily, you always carry all your possessions with you, so you still have them all. But so for the first time, this entire land is laid out before you. Gothak has a recently acquired map. Discuss amongst yourselves. Where would you like to go?
So,
Anywhere the wind takes us. Roll credits.
I want to go back to my home.
so
That's me.
Oh, we are.
you have been tasked with very important mission. And facing evil and fighting it in that very noble cause. And I am sure it will bring a lot of good to the people. Now, as you know, I am not a bit much of one to be on a selfless mission. But I think this is a good opportunity for all of us.
Anywhere we go, it is fine with me. There's someone I'm looking for. Not comfortable sharing who just yet. But I don't know where to go to look for him. So anywhere we go is fine with me. I think we work well as a team. I think Zen definitely needs to be improvements. But I mean,
Come on.
we have the room, so
Colin, do you have any?
I'm just not sure whether yeah, I have someone I'm looking forward to.
You need help looking for that someone?
It would be nice if I had.
we will definitely help you, my friend.
We can try. We can always try. You know, if we fail, then we fail. But trying is what we do best, I guess.
Yes, that is the spirit. So then, I think that we should stay in the dynasty for now. Not stray too far away from.
Where are we on the continent? Like the southern or the northern?
Actually, central.
Central.
We're
So
in Midasari in Deepview.
Why don't we head south? Just see where it takes us.
so
Looking at the map from here, south of the this region, there is a large lake, but even further from that is we have the area of Thanador there,
This is where I'm from.
and then some other locations, and then the region of Winterwell. But as we have recently done work with, we have recently been shown good favor from the director of Dirtwell. Perhaps it would be worth heading north and exploring around the river forest.
I would very much like to go north then. I would like to know a little bit more about this director. I pull out the paper and I look at it.
looking at it here, you see there's no written instructions whatsoever, but you can see it's a very intricate circle, and there are make an Arcana check.
I don't know, Flint. He didn't seem too fond of me. That guy before.
Well, I mean, Well, because he's a very important man, I assume. When he gave the paper, I just took it. He was handing it to any one of us. So,
Yeah, he seemed a little bit anal about something.
I mean, he's a man of high authority, right? Remember?
Fair.
Gotta love the arrogance of high authority.
Well, it is important to carry yourself
21.
with a good deal of authority.
You recognize this? This is a teleportation circle. Well, not actually a teleportation circle. This is a drawing of one. Yeah. Reflecting on back what he said, he says, when you become powerful enough to use this, then come seek me out. And
This is a drawing of a teleportation circle.
you know that those circles is pretty advanced magic. So you have to be pretty powerful in order to be able to use this.
From what I remember, he said once we are powerful enough to use this, to contact him. It will take a very long time. It's a very high level spell.
It's a 5th level spell. So
Well then, let us hold off on heading all the way to Dirtwell until then. River Forest. Forests have a...
Flint folds it and puts it in his notebook.
I am sure there is much danger in the forests.
This is the kind of notebook that Flint has. Has like a strap that keeps it in.
Yeah, Gothak has a little notebook too. He's writing down all his notes and names of people.
So north it is.
I suppose that is good. Let us continue on north.
okay.
What
So-
time is it right now?
See, but we probably late morning.
So it's still pretty early.
I have, according to this, the closest settlement on this map would be Ferncombe if we stay within the river forest.
You know what I just thought of? We should maybe go get a horse and wagon. We still don't have one.
I
Yes,
was
that
thinking
would be
the same thing.
So we're gonna need a strong, maybe 2 strong horses, and a pretty sturdy wagon.
Well, there is also the Trentry Run. Perhaps we could take a boat.
It does the Trentry Run. It does flow downriver to where you're going.
Well, luckily enough for us, you have one.
Yes.
If it works with all of your things on it, with us on it as well.
Yes, I came in a decent-sized boat.
But then let's head to the...
Then let us
To
head
the
to
river.
Ferncombe through the Trentry Run.
Alrighty. So that's where we'll end it for this session, as you are now venturing out into this vast world.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Wunderbar.
Absolutely. So, alrighty. I guess thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. And say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Later.
Good night.